Ladies and gentlemen, this is a red cranky, red alert. This is a red cranky, red alert. Welcome to Asteroid Fight Club 2020 and this grand transition story of fire and ice. Statistical peak hurricane season. And winter is coming. And winter being a metaphor for the next landfalling hurricane, we are now officially on the clock, anticipating our next USA or Caribbean island hitting hurricane, asterisk, within the next 2 weeks. The best weatherman on the planet and my official, unofficial partner in weather crime prevention, Crankywxguy, has put up the official red alert symbol. And it is definitely a wave after wave after wave situation happening in the Atlantic and over Africa. The string of seeds with the leads turn storms as we're in the general peak of tropical season. September 10th, right on time, we are here, and now we have dangerous developments in the next 14-day window. And we've got a lot of players on the board now. I think technically that is 6 areas we are watching for possible cyclonic development, especially over the main development region or just the not as main development region. And then you got a bunch that are ready to roll off of Africa and then get into the game of play. So the clock is ticking, and now technically we have about 2 weeks to prepare. At this point, nobody knows exactly where they are going or what their intensity will be, but Boo, the Florida Wave Master, thinks that the one just about to roll off Africa is going to be called Sally. Though, call it what you will, call it what you want to, we definitely have a danger zone situation happening. And spicy La Nina conditions are definitely in effect. And Paulette is like, I don't know where I want to go, man. Somewhere between the Azores and Florida. And just as I told everybody that today, the 9th of September, the day Mercury went retrograde, would be a super duper crazy day, I'm pretty sure that with Mars just having gone retrograde today, hours ago, and Jupiter going direct in about 40 hours, that is going to really mess up the models, because I'm under the impression that, yes, the planets in our solar system affect our atmosphere and our weather. Like when Earth lines up with Eris in October, I can guarantee you a giant windy storm and possibly a really harmful hurricane. But for now, we're definitely watching the next 2 weeks. Like, we have no idea how many we're going to get, where they're going to go, or how intense they're going to be. But everybody along coastal areas in these areas, including the Caribbean islands up into Nova Scotia, needs to definitely, and even you, Europe, needs to be totally prepared to get hit with one or more hurricanes over the next 2 weeks and 8 weeks, technically. I think we're going to see 2 to 3 more hurricane pulses. I think we're seeing the atmospheric stamps of Saturn and Jupiter in our atmosphere in the low pressure systems, and they're crossing over each other as they did with Hurricane Laura and Tropical Storm Kyle and Typhoon Haishen and Typhoon Masak. Storm paths have been crossing and will probably continue to cross up until December, when Jupiter is conjunct with Saturn in the Plutonian area. And so the what, wheres, and whys right now, nobody knows. And we got several wild cards on the board. You know, people are saying that these two, Renee and Paulette, are going to be fish storms that may or may not cause Europe trouble. But at this point, with Jupiter going direct and Mars just going retrograde, I think the models are going to have a hard time picking up all the action that is going to be in the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico over the next 4 weeks, or 3 weeks, or 10 days for sure. Picture's worth 1,000 words, or so they say. There may have been picture inflation. I'm showing you exactly what I'm talking about as the models try to figure out what will be going on in our oceans over the next 2 weeks. And hey, look, that one takes a hard right. This is the Euro over the next 10 days. No matter what, we have big storm fronts that we're moving through. And so the GFS has a large hurricane attaching to the bottom of one of the giant storm fronts and technically attached to the other front that is going into the Greenlandish area. And so now is the time to be ready. Hey, if we don't get hit by any hurricanes over the next month, that would be great news. But for now, definitely prepare like we're going to get hit by another hurricane or 2 or 3 or 4 over the next 2 weeks. Nobody knows specifically what is going to happen. Right now, we are watching those, but this is the danger zone. This is the one that everybody's got bad feelings about. In Puerto Rico, you are always up front. You're like the tip of the spear with the ones that roll off of Africa. So we need prayer warriors, atmospheric defense, and the Asteroid Fight Club to do everything they can to be ready for what could be the wildest, most dangerous part of hurricane season so far. And technically, this is showing some type of Sandy 2 storm that I warned of would happen last year. It did not happen, but we are still on the lookout for a storm of that nature that would ride up the East Coast as a major hurricane, kind of like our Laura that buzzsawed the East Coast. And we would want to be ready for any type of a major scenario like that. Though at this point, like I said, nobody knows where they're going or what intensity or if who's going to get hit or if anyone gets hit. But Cranky has put up the official red alert in the exact time frame he's been warning me and us about. So it is game time. It is go time. The clock is ticking. And we got a lot of problems and situations and obstacles and challenges that we are all dealing with together. So, as Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7 the T, I want to remind everybody that it would be a very bad idea to fight, argue, protest in September, October, and November. We're going to have to work together with a plague, with half of the West Coast on fire, with now the Gulf and the East Coast states under the gun of rapid fire hurricanes, of how many we don't even know. It is definitely best for people to put aside their political differences and work together as one American family and Earth family, really. And with the major gas giants on the same side of the sun and Jupiter and Saturn lining up by Pluto, big earthquakes anywhere across the United States, Canada, or around the globe are on the table, dude. This is the 3-1 in New Jersey. All right, Asteroid Fight Club, buckle up and get ready for the big battle, which is the end of 2020. And remember, we are all in this together. God is great, life is good, and you are awesome. I love you. I believe in you. We will make it through this together. And in 2022, we will party our asses off. But we got a lot of work to do between now and then. All right, everybody stay cool. I will talk to you guys in the very near future. Merry Christmas, and God bless us all.